So here we're looking at the layers of context within Veezoo. So static notes get set every time with every question. So it's a huge amount of context. We're good for documentation, large things, but really we want to try and push as much of that to the right as possible. So we can use notes where we've got our name, a synonym, a description, can be more targeted. We've got ground truths, which act as a template so that users can predefine the way that Veezoo should work on complex calculations. We've then got descriptions, so we can push some of that information into the descriptions of the business concepts within the knowledge graph. And then finally, we've got the SQL and the VQL, which is part of the knowledge graph to give that perfect deterministic output. So here we've got three context notes. Got brand guidelines, which is giving us information that we might want to use in a canvas or something like this, colors, typography, tone of voice, that kind of thing. We've got a complicated calculation called net profit potential, which maybe pulls from lots of different places in the knowledge graph, lots of different fact tables to pull together. And then we've got some other metrics which maybe have been given to us either by the team business users or possibly by an import from our existing BI tool. Let's start with brand guidelines to see how can we push that towards the deterministic end. So to begin with, we could turn this into a note so that whenever someone talks about brand guidelines or company style or brand, it will read the name, the synonym, and the description to see whether or not it should execute this note rather than sending it every single time. Next, we have the net profit potential, which was this more complicated calculation from lots of different areas of the knowledge graph. And we can turn this into a ground truth. So if we say turn the static note into a ground truth, then we can see that this has been created here. And then we can just confirm this one and see it in the knowledge graph. So back in the studio, we can see that that has been created under ground truths. And yeah, here's the ground truth in the knowledge graph. So the third one was the metrics that we've been given that we wanted to create. And once again, we could push these straight into the knowledge graph as metrics. So if we say something like for metrics, document static notes and turn it into measures in the appropriate classes, then we can confirm some of these and then Veezoo will test them for us. Okay, good. And that is how we push things from those more probabilistic static notes into the most deterministic layers they can achieve.